nitrous today, a fuel class, so we're, as usual, we're optimistic.
All right, so 222 on nitrous.
222.
You gonna be able to get some traction on this bad boy?
I think we will. We got a little bit of a tailwind, which is always a plus out here at El Mirage. We call that El Mirage horsepower, so we'll give it a shot.
All right.
Nice and tight. You're good, my friend.
This today, Pete?
Well, I'm optimistic, I guess.
Yeah, what do we got to do again on nitrous? What's our
222.
222.
27-year-old or 44-year-old record.
So we're going for a record that was set 44 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's do it.
And off the push truck he goes. Number 7.
So at this point, all of the emergency crews and track officials are rushing to the end of the track, not knowing the outcome. All we know at this point is there is parachute failure and the car has spun. So we, in suspense, are driving to the scene, and this is what we happen to find.
What the heck did you do, Scott? What is it?
That's called an e-ticket ride. That's called an e-ticket ride there.
Woo,
Upon arrival, there was a little bit of confusion of what happened. So here Scott explains that the parachute attachment broke.
No, the chute came off.
The parachute broke.
Broke.
And then you had to lay on the brakes and you took out the tire.
Yeah, and then I'm going like this
You're
to
skidding.
try and slow down.
So at this point, the safety inspectors are looking at the parachute and have made a determination that the parachute attachment method has failed. And they're explaining to Pete that he's going to have to come into Impound and they're going to have to make a decision whether or not they're going to qualify the run based on parachute failure.
Okay, I'll see you in Impound.
10 miles.
No, you're going to be important to get a
You guys could do this without.
So right here, everyone has come together. We're just trying to get the spare tire on the vehicle to get it back down to Impound to see if we can have the run qualified.
Push the brake.
We arrive at Impound and the safety inspector calls a meeting with the driver and crew leader, and unfortunately he disqualifies our run.
Yeah, why don't we sidebar?
Crew chief and the driver.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like I said, I can drop the ball.
So are we DQ'd or is he letting
For
it go?
today.
So but then we don't get a record. That sucks. Sorry, Scotty.
It was determined by the safety inspector that our attachment method on the parachute was out of compliance, and this resulted in us losing the run and being disqualified.
Roger that on his rookie pass. Thank you, Jay.
Okay, so what I'll have, I'm going to go and talk to...
Here you will see Scotty ask the lead safety inspector if we can make a second run. listen in and see what happens next.
Are we allowed to make another pass?
No, not unless you can fix that parachute properly.
Yeah, we can fix it, but we can't. So we're looking
Well,
for a value.
that's why it's not my decision. I need to talk to
Alright.
the race director.
We might go by. Tire on.
You need 2 tires, so Pete.
We'll put the spare tire off the trailer.
You're not gonna be able to make another pass. You need 2 tires.
Well, we need tires. I can find tires out here.
Because that tire's gone too.
Yeah, no. If they'll let us make another pass, let's make another pass. We can get tires.
Well, we got to do something about the parachute.
So we were off to attempt to make a second pass. We used a facility nearby of a local who offered us the use of their equipment, such as a tire machine and lathe. This allowed us to quickly make the repairs and get the vehicle back in the starting line for a second attempt. While Cal and I were working on the tires, Kevin began working on the attachment method for the parachute. He was able to find a solid 1-inch bar. He was able to cut it down and then chuck it up in the lathe and thread it so that we can bolt it and attach it to the vehicle.
No, it's just it's going to be harder to tap and
So within no time, we were back in the pits, putting the tires back on the vehicle, getting it ready to go make a second pass.
Let me get a better battery for that.
We gotta take this other panel off, Kevin, or no?
I think so. I just need a couple of 3/4. Very fancy.
So here you see Kevin attaching the parachute using the 1-inch bar that he just machined and manufactured. And this is the official spec called out in the rule book that all parachutes must be attached with a solid 1-inch bar attachment, which is fixed to a solid part of the car. So here we are on the starting line, ready to make our second run. Vehicle has 2 new tires and the parachute is repaired. Here we go. Unfortunately, the parachute latch was misadjusted and the parachute prematurely opened, costing us the run. This unfortunate turn of events resulted in taking the car back to the shop and making modifications to the safety of the vehicle by adding 2 parachutes. And Kevin is going to explain the process he used to remedy this issue.
The chute we had before was too big, was part of the problem. It was a 50 square foot chute, and now we added, this is a 30 square foot chute that's more appropriate for the weight of the car and the speed we're going. And then we changed how we operate it. We had a little clip that was hooking on here before, and that didn't work so good. So now we have this pin will pull out, and when that pin goes, the door will open, and then we change this one here to have a pin also, so that, see, the pin will go. And then when it opens up, when the pin pulls out.
So 2 parachutes now and an improved anchoring point for the roll book, right? It has to be 1 inch.
Yeah, these are both 1 inch, and there'll be 2 of them, 1 for each chute.
Cool. And now the levers are inside the car, the 2 new levers.
Yeah, this was the thing for the chute before, which wasn't that great. So now we have these. This is the lever for the main chute, and this will be the lever for the secondary chute.
Okay.